Hello! The World Tang Soo Association requires its members to memorize the 5 codes. I made this video to share a bit about their history, what they are, and a way of organizing them, which helped me to memorize them. First of all, let's start out with the history. When are we? We are in the mid-500s to the first third of the 600s, Common Era. The key point is that the 5 codes came into being before 668, which was when the Shilla kingdom conquered both the Koguryo and the Pakche kingdoms, creating the unified Shia. Where are we? We are in the Shilla kingdom of Korea and also in China. And the important person we are talking about today is Wan Kuang. He was born in 540 Common Era. He was a Buddhist monk, a scholar, and a teacher. And he traveled to China, where he studied the Mahayana form of Buddhism. In 600, he returned to the Korean peninsula, to the Shilla kingdom, where he focused on teaching Buddhism in a way that was accessible to the common people. He wrote the 5 commandments for secular life, and they were loyalty to one's Lord, devotion towards one's parents, trust among friends, never retreat in battle, and be selective in the taking of life. And if you know the codes already, you can already see the similarities. Later on, these 5 commandments became the guiding principles for the Hwarangdan, the military corps of young aristocrats who helped the Shilla kingdom unify the Korean peninsula, again by 668. The World Tang Soo Association adapted these commandments to be relevant to the modern world, thereby creating our 5 codes. Number 1, loyalty to one's Lord, became loyalty to country. Number 2, devotion to one's parents, became obedience to parents. Number 3, trust among friends, became honor friendship. Number 4, never retreat in battle, became no retreat in battle. And number 5, be selective in the taking of life, which was wordy, became the equally wordy, in fighting, choose with sense and honor. All right, let's talk about memorization. I had an easier time memorizing the codes when I started organizing them in my mind and figuring out what each one was talking about. So to start off, the first 3 of the codes discuss our obligation to others, and they go in descending order of importance. So for example, the first one is the biggest, country. Next of import is our parents. And then the third is our friends. So we talk about our country, which is sort of the most important thing, then our parents/family, and then our friendships. The second group, or the last 2 codes, describe how we ourselves should act. Number 4 discusses not giving up, also known as perseverance, which is one of our tenets. And then number 5, act with sense and honor. So while of course, because there are only 5, you can just simply memorize by saying to yourself over and over again, number 1 is loyalty to country, number 2 is obedience to parents, number 3 is honor friendship, number 4 is no retreat in battle, and number 5 is when fighting, choose with sense and honor. For me, it's helpful to think, okay, first 3, country, family, friends, or country, parents, friends. All right, sort of descending order of really big to smaller. And again, that idea of obligations to others. And then 4 and 5, how we ourselves behave, no retreating in battle, not giving up, perseverance. And then the last one, in fighting, choose with sense and honor, which is probably the most relevant for our Tang Soo practice, because we may be in a situation where we need to choose whether or not to use the skills we have developed or not. And when we are in that scenario, we should make that decision using sense and honor. And those are the 5 codes of Tang Soo, and I hope that this has been helpful for you. Tang Soo.